It's time for high school football, presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network. The best Stark County football is heard right here all season long. Whether you're in a car, at home, or on the go, the action is live on Q92 and streaming on the Q92 Facebook page, X, and our YouTube channel. Now, let's take you live to the stadium and our broadcast team for tonight's kickoff on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Here they go! Touchdown!
Good evening and welcome to tonight's broadcast of high school football on the Q92 Sports Network. I am Ryan Keller. Thank you for joining me tonight as we get you ready for the matchup for Division I, Region 1. And we've got the Medina Bees and the McKinley Bulldogs. Medina, the 11th seed. McKinley, the number 3 seed, coming off of a bye from last week. And Medina coming off what could consider an upset victory over Strongsville last week. And it seems Medina is kind of catching fire in the playoffs. So we've got a good one for you tonight from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. And we've got 6 other games on the Q92 Sports Network all evening long. And we're going to keep you updated with them. And we're also going to check in with the broadcast teams and see how things are going with them and what they have to say about their upcoming game tonight. Rain finally stopped. The accident on 77 has cleared away. Traffic is moving smoothly again. I was down on the field a little bit pregame. It's actually a really good night for football. The field might be still a little bit damp from all the rain that we had earlier today, but it doesn't look like we're in store for any more rain this evening, and not a whole lot of wind, and it's really not too cold down there. Those guys down playing for both teams, that's actually very comfortable football weather. So we've got a whole lot to get to today, and our countdown to kickoff between Medina and McKinley. We're going to step away and take a break. When we come back, we're going to check in with the other broadcast teams across the area. Round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs. It is the regional quarterfinals, and we'll talk about tonight's game. We'll talk about some of the other games coming up, and we'll talk about some of the playoff brackets. So we've got a lot to unpack here as we get ready for kickoff, set for 7 o'clock right here from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. We'll be right back. This is high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radiosports.com and the Q92 YouTube page.
From the daily driver, a heavy hauler, to a high-end auto investment, the Sarshone Auto Group is one of Northeast Ohio's leaders. With 6 locations, Sarshone Ford in Alliance and Randolph, Sarshone Chevrolet in Randolph and Garrettsville, Sarshone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, and the Sarshone Auto Gallery in North Canton. The Sarshone Auto Group. Find out more at sarshone.com. An official partner of the Cleveland Browns.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
And welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Ryan Keller with you tonight as we get you ready for the matchup between the 11 seed Medina Bees and the 3 seed McKinley Bulldogs. Coin toss happening right now down at midfield, trying to see if I can keep an eye out on who wins the toss, and they throw it up in the air. Caught by the nice catch by the official there. And it looks like Medina does win the toss. And they're probably going to defer to the second half. So the McKinley looks like McKinley is going to yes, they did defer. So McKinley is going to have the ball to start the ball game. Medina will have it to start the second half. So I usually miss the coin toss, so I'm happy I got it today. Medina wins the toss. They defer to the second half. McKinley will start the ball game with the football. Awesome. All right, let's check in with some of the other broadcast teams in the area. We've got 7 games going on today in the second round of the playoffs. First, let's send it to Fairport Harding, East Canton, making the trip up there. Let's check in with the broadcast team.
2 teams that are having magical seasons will collide tonight in round 2 of the Ohio High School Football Playoffs. After taking down Malvern in an emotional and gritty 7-6 win against their arch rivals just 2 weeks ago, the East Canton Hornets took down a tough Lisbon team 28-21 in round 1 of the postseason at home. A big reason why was because of Aiden Stevens, as he had 10 catches at wide receiver for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns and had 5 tackles on the defensive side of the ball. It's East Canton's first playoff win since 2018, their third in program history, and with 9 wins in 2025, Spider Miller's Hornets have tripled their win total from a season ago. But tonight, it's their biggest test yet, a road playoff showdown against the Fairport Harbor Skippers out of Lake County. This game is actually being played tonight at Riverside High School due to ongoing renovations being made at Fairport Harbor High, but it will definitely have the feeling of a Skippers home game. East Canton will have a commute of just under an hour and a half compared to Fairport Harbor's, which tallies in at just under 15 minutes. And there is a buzz in the Skippers program in 2025. They come into tonight's game undefeated and are looking for their first playoff win in program history coming off of a first-round bye. We have all the makings for a fun one here in Painesville tonight, and we hope you can join Robert Coleman and I for kickoff at 7 o'clock on the Q92 Sports Network. From Riverside Stadium in Painesville, Matt Corrali, the Q92 Sports Network.
Thanks, Matt. Next, we're going to send it to Austintown. Christian Bigglesworth has the call between the Green Bulldogs and the Fitch Falcons. Let's check in with Christian.
It's round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs this week, and that brings us to Austintown, Ohio, home of the 8-1 Fitch Falcons, who tonight will be hosting the 6-5 Green Bulldogs on the Q92 Sports Network. Green comes into tonight's game on a 5-game winning streak and coming off an upset of the 6-seeded Garfield Heights Bulldogs, 21-6 in round 1. In that game, quarterback Tyson Hunka was very efficient. He was 14 for 20 for 186 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And 2 of those touchdown passes went to senior Evan Reed, who's been making an impact since returning from injury earlier in the season. Reed caught 5 passes for 73 yards last week as well, and ran for 70 yards on 19 carries. And the Green defense held Garfield Heights to just 6 points. This Green football team is getting hot at the right time of the year. But the Fitch Falcons have been hot all season long. They haven't lost since week 1 at Hudson. Fitch will be led by their superstar running back, DeAndre Richard, who is the all-time leading rusher at Fitch in less than 3 full seasons. Their quarterback, Colin Callagher, also runs the show very well and likes to look for his top receiver, senior Brady Evans. You've also got to beware of their scat back, senior Junie Higgs, who can break one at any moment. It's a battle of 2 explosive offenses here tonight, and you can hear all the action at Q92radiosports.com and the Q92 YouTube channel. Green and Fitch. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock I'm Christian Bigglesworth for the Q92 Sports Network.
Thanks, Christian. We're going to step away and take another break. When we come back, more game previews to get to here tonight. We still got to get to Hudson at Lake, Jackson at Menor, Norton at West Branch, and Hoover at Massillon. All that and more to come as we count down to kickoff between the Medina Bees and the McKinley Bulldogs. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
This is head coach Renzi Parnell from the Camp McKinley Bulldogs. You're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
And welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Countdown to kickoff between Medina and McKinley, round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs. We've got some more games to get to in the area. First, we are going to head to Menor. The Jackson Polar Bears, after a tough battle last week, make the trip up to Menor. Let's check in with the broadcast team.
We are live from Menor, Ohio. The road to Canton has been narrowed down by 1 week. The Jackson Polar Bears will be traveling to Mentor to battle the Cardinals. Jackson's cargo will be lighter tonight as 4 players from the Polar Bears were ejected from their playoff game last week. Jackson is coming off a 24-17 win from Brunswick in the 6-5 on the year, led by quarterback Lucas Incremen, who has 1,007 yards, 9 touchdowns. He will be teamed up with Max Cows, who has 530 yards and 5 touchdowns. Running back Corey Jacobs is still questioned if he'll be able to play or not due to being ejected. Mentor is coming off a perfect season of 10-0, earning the first round bye. Tonight we will see if the week off helps being prepared. Mentor is led by quarterback Brogan Jones, who has 1,659 yards, 15 touchdowns. Lining up next to him in the backfield is Jackson Farley with 1,465 yards and 24 touchdowns. This is Jackson Polar Bears versus Mentor Cardinals, Region 1, D1, Week 2 playoff game. Join myself, Ryan Rowan, and my partner, Ryan Rivera, on Q92sports.com or on the YouTube channel.
Thank you, Ryan. Next, we are going to go to, where are we going? We're going to go to Lake. Hudson comes into town, take on the Lake Blue Streaks. Let's check in from Uniontown.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jay Wilhelm with the Q92 Sports Network. I'm live inside Blue Streak Stadium as Lake plays host to Hudson in this Division II Region 5 Ohio High School playoff game brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group. Hudson comes in with the 5 seed, having knocked off 12 seed South in round 1, 27-0. The Explorers come in with a record of 9-2, finishing 6-1 in their conference play. They are as hot as anyone coming into tonight, as they have won 4 straight. And in 3 of those wins, their defense pitched a shutout. They'll have to win on the road tonight if they want to avoid going home. Lake enters tonight the 4 seed, as they had a first-round bye last week. The Blue Streaks come in with a record of 7-3. They finished 3-3 in the Federal League. They lost a heartbreaker in Week 10 to their rival Green, 34-27 in the Battle of 6-19 that came down to the last play. They've had to sit with that for 2 weeks, and you can best believe Coach DeGeorge and his players are chomping at the bit to get after it here tonight. One goes home, one moves on, and the winner here tonight will face the winner of Boardman Akron Hoban next week. Join myself and my broadcast partner, Mike Voorhees, as kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. It's playoff football live from Blue Streak Stadium in Lake. I'm Jay Wilhelm with the Q92 Sports Network.
Thank you, Jay. We're going to step away and take another break. When we come back, the final 2 games to get to on our sister station, AM 1310 WDPN, Norton and West Branch. And then finally, the game, the big one right here in Stark County, Hoover versus Massillon. We'll get to those and more when we come back. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92radiosports.com.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise credit cabin or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
From the daily driver, a heavy hauler, to a high-end auto investment, the Sarshone Auto Group is one of Northeast Ohio's leaders. With 6 locations, Sarshone Ford in Alliance and Randolph, Sarshone Chevrolet in Randolph and Garrettsville, Sarshone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, and the Sarshone Auto Gallery in North Canton. The Sarshone Auto Group. Find out more at sarshone.com. An official partner of the Cleveland Browns.
You're listening to high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
And we're back at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium as we count down to kick off between Medina and McKinley. 11 seed Medina, 3 seed McKinley. It's round 2 of the playoffs. McKinley coming off of a round 1 bye. Medina coming off of a 3-point victory over Strongsville. We've got 2 more games to get to on the Q92 Sports Network. This next one on our sister station, AM 1310 WDPN. Sam Berkwin has the call between Norton and West Branch. Let's check in with Sammy B.
Well, tonight here at West Branch, we expect a dandy 10-1 Norton at 9-1 West Branch. The Warriors, the number 4th seed. They had a bye last weekend. Norton, the number 5 seed. They basically had a bye last weekend. They beat Edgewood 63-13. 7th playoff appearance, 6 in a row for the Panthers. Meanwhile, the West Branch Warriors, this is their 15th playoff appearance. The Warriors have been in the postseason for 5 consecutive years. This has all the makings of a real shootout tonight. The Norton Panthers are averaging 53.3 points a game. West Branch is averaging around 32 points a game. But the big story tonight here could be the defense of West Branch. They are allowing just 11.2 points per game, led by Zach Coffey, Grady Close, Lucas Black, Clayton Day, and a cast of others. Meanwhile, those guys will have to stop a very potent offense for the Norton Panthers, led by quarterback Trey Kirsten, thrown for almost 1,600 yards and 27 touchdowns this season. And if it's not going too well in the air, they can always go to the ground. Alex Minen, a great wide receiver, 18 catches, 251 yards. Isaac Hunter, 336 yards. And, well, there's Buddy Willig. He's caught 37 balls for 857 yards. This has all the makings of an instant classic. We'll see how Mother Nature handles her business tonight, and we'll see how Norton and West Branch handle theirs. Kickoff at 7 o'clock tonight. You can join me and Caleb Norick on the call. It's Norton and West Branch in a dandy right here on AM 1310 WDPN. We'll be streaming live at Q92radiosports.com.
Thanks, Sam. Finally, we're going to get to our FM game of the week on Q92. It's the number 6 seed, Hoover Vikings, and the number 3 seed, Massillon Tigers. Let's check in with Clint Scroggs on the call.
The Massillon Tigers host the Hoover Vikings in a round 2 playoff game. The Vikings had little trouble with opening round opponent Columbus Northland, overcoming a fumble return touchdown to put up 36 straight points in a 50-6 win. Quarterback John Collins threw 4 TD passes, while linebacker Carter Lukens intercepted 2 passes and blocked a punt and returned it for a score. Collins threw for 167 yards. Bryson Byer had 3 catches for 96 and 2 touchdowns. Defensive lineman Jack Zarko intercepted a pass as the Hoover defense allowed only 153 yards. Coach Brian Baum was able to avoid giving starters heavy minutes and got standout performances from backup runners Gio Bianchi and Ryan Crawford. All everything, Jack Andes ran the ball only once and caught 2 passes, including a 33-yard touchdown. Andes has 20 scores and over 1,300 yards from scrimmage, including 744 yards and 11 TDs on 46 catches. Collins has thrown for 18 TDs and run for 9. Carter Lukens leads the team in tackles, while Chase Lukens, no relation, is in second. The Massillon Tigers gained a Week 11 bye with a win over Canton McKinley. It's the first year for the top 4 seeds to get a week off before beginning playoffs. The Tigers are back home after winning their only road game of the season, 21-14. Xavier Owens returned from a shoulder injury to pace the Massillon running attack with 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. He enters the second season with 974 yards and 13 scores. Manny Patterson, 8 of 11 for 140 yards against McKinley and has thrown for 1,087 yards and 15 touchdowns on the season. His favorite receiver, Giorgio Jackson, who's caught 34 for an 11.7-yard average and 7 scores. Deontay Malone has 1 more yard on 6 fewer catches with 6 TDs. Jaden Williams, the leader of the defense, with 95 tackles, 11.5 for loss, 4.5 sacks, 4 fumble recoveries, an interception, and a blocked kick. Braylon Gamble leads with 3 picks and 3 forced fumbles. The winner meets the winner of the game between Columbus DeSales and Ashland. Hoover last met Massillon in 2020, losing a second-round game 48-23. The Tigers lead the all-time series 5-1. Massillon hosts Hoover as round 2 of the playoffs get underway tonight. I'm Clint Scroggs for the Q92 Sports Network.
Thank you, Clint. All right, let's talk a little bit about tonight's matchup between Medina and McKinley. McKinley coming off of a bye. They open their postseason play tonight against Medina. Medina knocked off the number 6 seed Strongsville last week, 28-25. The Bees had previously lost the Strongsville 5 weeks earlier by a score of 42-14. So they are improving as the season went on. A big reason for that is the quarterback that Next man up, you can say, senior quarterback Beckett Vorgan has size and mobility. It is just his fourth start. He completed 20 of 37 passes for 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions last week. He also ran 66 yards on 17 carries. River Bloomquist suffered a concussion in week 7, and Medina has just kind of rolled with Vorgan, and he seems to be doing well. Very versatile, and he's got a top target. Brian Wooster caught both of the touchdown passes from Vorgan last week. 11 receptions, 111 yards. So I imagine Chris Crook from McKinley is going to be matched up on him most of the evening tonight. For McKinley, defensively, they have been playing lights out all season long. They are 8-2, but they haven't given up more than 25 points per game all season long. The Bees have allowed 25 points or more in 9 of the 11 games. Medina, on average, allows 32.7 points per game this season. For the McKinley defense, Antonio Stevens, he is probably the staple in that linebacker position, the captain, the play caller for McKinley. He's got 90 stops, 14 tackles for loss. And then you throw in defensive end Colin Hinkle. He's got a team-high 5.5 sacks and 13 hits on the quarterback. And as I mentioned, Chris Crook, he leads the team with 4 interceptions. Like I said, McKinley has only given up 15.3 points per game. Offensively, like I said, the ground is still a little damp down there. No rain. It's not raining anymore. Not a ton of wind either, so the offenses should be open up for both teams. But if McKinley has to run the football, that's okay. Kylan West, the sophomore, he leads McKinley's offense with 1,183 yards this season, 6 yards per carry. He's got 11 touchdowns. Trent Hayden, the quarterback for McKinley, he's got weapons on the outside with DJ Britt and Darius Hill. Combined, they've got 1,136 yards and 11 TDs on the season. And Trent Hayden has thrown 15 touchdowns and 8 interceptions on the year. So the offense seems to be clicking. We'll see what the week off does for McKinley, if that helps them or hurts them. Some teams kind of get into the rhythm and the flow of the game, and it might take a couple series for them to try to get back into the flow of things, or they could come out like a firecracker and be off this just take off right off the bat. We will find out here in a couple minutes as both teams are getting ready to come out onto the field. Got about 3 minutes until kickoff. Defensively there we go. Jack Fletcher leads Medina's defense. They run a stacked defense as well, which is a defense that McKinley might not have seen too much of throughout the season. They do blitz a lot. So if McKinley's going to throw the football, they got to get it out quick. Get it to Britt. Get it to Hill. They also have the speedster, Elijah Finn. And I like this McKinley team, the way they run the football, too, with Kylan West. But they also have Zion Culver. They also have Shad Davis. So they've got a stack of running backs who can hop in and carry the load if need be. But, man, for a sophomore, Kylan West has been something else this season. He's been a lot of fun to watch. All right, let's see. Medina faced in week 2 Hoover. And they lost to Hoover 42-17. And the last 2 times that these 2 teams met was back in 2010 in the first round of the playoffs. McKinley was the number 1 seed. Medina was the number 8 seed. That's when you only had 8 teams make the postseason. And they had lost. They lost 31-28. McKinley has won at least 1 playoff game in its previous 7 postseason appearances. Winner of tonight's game will take on the winner of Mentor and Jackson. So if Mentor wins that game, both these teams are going to be traveling. If Jackson wins, Jackson will travel to McKinley. If McKinley wins, they will host Medina if Medina wins. So it's setting up to be a good one. We're going to step away and take a break as they get ready to do the national anthem, and then we will bring it right back here for kickoff. We're about a couple minutes away from round 2 of the postseason play here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. The number 11 seed, Medina Bees, and the number 3 seed, McKinley Bulldogs. This is high school football, presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92radiosports.com and on the Q92 YouTube channel.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
And we are back at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium as the band leaves the field and the teams get ready for action. It's high school football on the Q92 Sports Network. Division I, Region 1, Round 2 of the playoffs between the number 11 seed 4-7 Medina Bees and the number 3 seed 8-2 McKinley Bulldogs. Medina wearing the yellow pants with the white tops, and I believe those are dark green numbers. And they have also got a white helmet with a yellow and green stripe going down it. McKinley, white pants with the black jerseys and the white numbers with the red and white stripes on the shoulders. Black helmets with the pup and the red and white stripe right down the middle. Medina is going to start this game by kicking off. McKinley will receive. Medina won the toss, deferred to the second half, and McKinley is out on the field. They're moving from right to left. They're moving from Route 77 towards the Consolation Center for Excellence. Medina moving towards Route 77 as they place the tee, and we get ready for kickoff here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. On to kick, Judah Carroll for Medina. Ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. Back deep for McKinley. Shad Davis stands at his own 5-yard line. And the run-up and the kickoff. We are underway. They go for the onside kick, and the ball is going to bounce out of bounds. That bounced off of Malachi Nash, and he went to field. It got hit. The ball went out of bounds, and it will be McKinley football. 1st and 10. And they're going to spot him right at the 45-yard line. So great field position for McKinley to start off this ball game. So no gain. Be McKinley football just underway here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. They break the huddle on the left hash. Single wide out to the right, wing right. Two receivers short left. They now move west in motion from the backfield. Hayden back to pass, swings it out into the left flat. That's caught across midfield, across the 45, down to the 40-yard line is Darius Hill picking up the first down and moving the chains for McKinley. First down for the Pups. Ball on the left hash. Two receivers and a wing to the wide side right. West to the left of Hayden in the shotgun. They take. Hand it off to West up the middle. He'll pick up 3 or 4 and is hit. Brought down on the play. Jack Fletcher, the linebacker, 6 foot, 190-pound senior for Medina, stops West after a gain of 2. Second and 8 for McKinley. 10:20 left in the first quarter, just underway here in round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs. McKinley sends 2 receivers to the short side left, single to the right. Hayden in the shotgun with West to his right. Hill now goes in motion from left to right. They fake to him. Hayden's got pressure. He's looking to get rid of it, and he's just going to throw that one away. No receiver in the area. We'll see if they call intentional grounding. He was not outside of the pocket. He had come back to the right side. No foul on the play. Sets up a long third down now for McKinley. 3rd and 8. Boy, we got a score already. Fairport Harding 7, East Canton nothing. First play of the game was a touchdown for Fairport Harding. 3rd and 8 for McKinley. Ball on the left hash. 2 receivers to the short side. Single wide out to the right. They turn, hand it off to West up the middle. He breaks the tackle. He's got the first down across the 25. Still on his feet down to the 23-yard line. First down run from Kylan West. That hole opened up. Great play call. Medina thought that McKinley was going to throw. Instead, they handed it off to their sophomore workhorse, and he picks up the first down, taking McKinley down to the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Two receivers to the right, single wide out to the left. They turn, hand it off to West, right up the middle, breaking tackles. He is running like a man possessed. He only gets 2 yards on the carry, but that could have been a tackle for loss. So 2nd and 8 for McKinley. They send 2 receivers to the wide side right. Single wide out left. West to the left of Hayden in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Kylan West over the right side. He's across the 15-10, bounces it outside to the hash lines, and he is going to get knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line in the RG Drag red zone. Kylan West is having himself a ball game already on this opening drive. And it's 1st and goal for McKinley from the 1-yard line. West to the right of Hayden. Tight left, wing left. Hayden takes a snap, turns, hands it off to West. Over to the left-hand side. He's brought down in the backfield. He's going to lose 2 or 3 yards on the carry. Coming through and making the tackle, Max Hilvert, the 6 foot, 210-pound sophomore. And now it's 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Hayden under center, 3 backs in the backfield, right across the 10-yard line. They turn. Pitch it out. He's got lead blockers, turns it up and into the end zone for the score. Shad Davis takes in the 3-yard touchdown run, and McKinley strikes first. 7:58 left in the first quarter. McKinley Bulldogs 6, Medina nothing. PAT to come. Tom Mankowski on to attempt the PAT for McKinley. I believe McKinley does this formation where they have just the center and right side and left side of the offensive line are split out and they shift in. So Mankowski now on to attempt the PAT. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it is good. 7:58 remaining in the first quarter. McKinley strikes first, takes the opening drive, 55 yards for the score, capped off by a 3-yard touchdown run from Shad Davis. We're going to take a break. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radiosports.com.
Missed the big game? Don't worry. Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
This is head coach Renzi Parnell from the Canton McKinley Bulldogs. You're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
And we're back at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. McKinley strikes first, 3-yard touchdown run from Shad Davis. Pups are on the board with 7:58 left in the first quarter. Mankowski on to kick off for McKinley. Ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. And the run up and the kick. Nice kick from Mankowski will be taken into the end zone for a touchback. So the Bees will start their first drive of the game, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. We'll get a chance to see Beckett Vorgan, the 6'5", 220-pound quarterback, started the season off as a receiver and had to move to quarterback after they suffered an injury to River Bloomquist, the junior, 6'3", 200 pounds. So we'll see what Vorgan can do for Medina as the Bees break the huddle from the sideline. They'll start off with the ball on the left hash. And they come in and they've got 2 tights, 2 wings, and their tailback is right under, basically right behind Vorgan, maybe a yard and a half as Vorgan goes under center. Man in motion from right to left, turn, hand it off over to left-hand side. That is Brian Wutcher with the carry. So little wing T action for Medina to start off the game. May picked up 2 on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. Back under center is Vorgan, and they turn, hand it off over to left-hand side. Great job coming up and making the tackle. I believe that was Antonio Stevens who made the stop. No gain on the carry. It'll be 3rd and 8 now for Medina. Now they're going to spread it out. Send 3 receivers to the wide side right, 2 to the short left. Empty backfield for Vorgan. He's 7 yards back. You don't see quarterbacks stand that far back behind the center, but he's standing on his own 15-yard line where the ball's at the 22. Takes the snap. He's back to pass, looking, throws a little comeback route to the left, and that goes in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That will be an incompletion, and it'll bring up 4th down. He was looking for Caleb Sherman, and now Medina is acting like they're going to go for it on 4th and 8. And a little pooch punt now. The quarterback moved out of the way, and they got a nice punt off. That'll go down inside the McKinley 30-yard line and will be down at the 27-yard line. So they don't want to give the dangerous return men for McKinley a chance to get the ball. So they faked like they were going to go for it, moved the quarterback out of the way at the last second, and they snapped the ball back to the punter, who got a good punt away. So McKinley will have the ball. 6:23 left in the first quarter, leading Medina 7-0. They'll start this drive. They marked it at the 27-yard line. So McKinley breaks the huddle. Ball on the left hash, two receivers to the left, single wide out to the hash on the right. Hayden in the shotgun. They turn, hand it off to West, over to left-hand side, across the 30, bounces it back outside, across the 40, 45, and is out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Kylan West already before that carry at 5 carries for 36 yards. You can tack on another 20 yards onto that, as they are now at the 47-yard line. So 56 yards for Kylan West on 6 carries. First down for McKinley. Hand off to West again. Cuts it back. This time he loses his footing as he tried to cut back to the big hole on the right-hand side to only get 1 or 2 on the carry. So 2nd and 8 for McKinley. 5:50 left in the first quarter. McKinley sends 2 receivers to the left, single wide out right. Takes the snap, Hayden hands it off to West, over to left-hand side, gets across midfield, still churning forward. Forward progress will be stopped at the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5 for McKinley. Got some more score updates for you. Hoover 7, Massillon 7. Andes with the 60-yard receiving touchdown. Owens with the 51-yard run. West Branch 7, Norton 0. Fitch 7, Green 0. Lake 3, Hudson 0. Third and 5 for McKinley. Ball on the left hash. Hayden takes the snap. He turns, hands it off to Shad Davis. Shad Davis has room up the middle, picks up the first down across the 35, down to the 34-yard line. Again, another third down run from McKinley, catching Medina sleeping, and a first down for the Pups. West Branch 14, Norton 0, 32-yard touchdown catch from Gavin Gregory. 7-0 McKinley here, 4:30 left in the first. They're at the Medina 34-yard line. Kylan West with Hayden in the backfield. Hands it off to West. Over the right-hand side. Excuse me, that's Davis again, still in the ball game. And Davis will pick up 1 yard on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 34-yard line. 33-yard line. Four minutes remaining in the first quarter. McKinley moving right to left. They send 2 receivers to the right, single wide out to the left. That's Britt by himself on the left-hand side. Safety help over to the top. Hayden in the shotgun with Davis in the pistol. Fake to Davis. Hayden back to pass. He's got pressure, throws it out into the side. Caught. Great catch from McKinley's receiver. That was Derek Gordon III making a diving catch to put McKinley in 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 4. Hayden had pressure coming in his face. Was able to get rid of it. And it's 3rd and 4. McKinley goes 3 backs in the backfield. Hayden under center. Turns. Little miscommunication. Hayden's got to throw it away. So miscommunication between Hayden and the backs. There is a penalty marker in the back, in the secondary, and that's going to be an eligible man downfield on McKinley. It was supposed to be a run play. The back on the left went left. The two backs on the right went right, and Hayden had turned to the left. So that's going to push the Pups back 5 yards and make it 3rd and 9 now at the 33-yard line. And we'll see what they decide to do here. And they're going to leave the offense out onto the field. Send 2 receivers to the wide side right. Single wide out left. That's Britt by himself. In the backfield, West with Hayden in the shotgun. Man in motion now from left to right. That's the wing back. They fake to West. Here comes pressure right up the middle, and Hayden's going to go down. Sacked on the play from Medina's number 56, Nicholson. Cliff Nicholson, the 6'3", 235-pound senior, basically untouched, and brings Hayden down in the backfield. That was 3rd down, so now it's 4th down because the ineligible man downfield. So now it's 4th and 17, and little pooch punt from Hayden will bounce, and make its way into the end zone for a touchback. So it'll be Medina football 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Got some more scores coming in on the scoreboard. Green 7, Fitch 7, Evan Reed with the touchdown run. That game's tied up, 5:07 left in the first quarter. Hudson scores, 14-yard touchdown pass. Hudson 7, Lake 3. Then Green kicks to the onside kick and recovers it. It's Green football again in Austintown. Medina football 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 2:14 left in the first quarter. Medina goes empty. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Vorgan by himself. Straight quarterback run right up the middle from Vorgan. Gets across the 25 down to the 26-yard line. 2nd and 4 now for Medina. Brooks with the tackle on that last play. 2nd and 4. 3 receivers to the right, single wide out to the left. Morgan takes the snap. He's back to pass. Here comes pressure. They set up a screen. That is caught by Cy Lloyd. Lloyd is going to be about a yard short of the 1st down, so good recovery from McKinley. That's Sid Lloyd, 6'1", 185-pound senior. Third and 1 now for Medina. Ball at the 29-yard line. Not a big crowd here tonight either on the McKinley sideline. Medina traveled pretty good. And we're going to have a timeout called by Medina, 3rd and 1. This timeout is brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. We're going to step away and take a break. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radiosports.com and the Q92 YouTube channel. McKinley 7, Medina 0. We'll be right back.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise, credit, cabin, or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
And we're back at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Handoff over to the left-hand side for Medina, and he is just going to pick up the first down. So first down for the Bees. Ball at the 31-yard line. Medina goes empty. Two receivers to the left. Single receiver to the left. Four receivers to the right. In the shotgun by himself is Beckett Vorgan. Vorgan stands at his 25, takes the snap. He looks to the left. A little comeback route is going to be incomplete. Great defense from McKinley. I think that was Nas Brown with the defense. And that will set up a 2nd and 10, ball at the 31-yard line. .21 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Man in motion from right to left. They hand it off to him. Great pursuit from McKinley. He's going to get brought down in the backfield for a loss. Derek Gordon coming up and making the tackle on Brian Woodster. And they will lose yards, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. When we come back, it'll be 3rd and 14 for Medina. Quarter one comes to an end with McKinley on top, 7-0. It's high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92radiosports.com.
From the daily driver, a heavy hauler, to a high-end auto investment, the Sarshone Auto Group is one of Northeast Ohio's leaders. With 6 locations, Sarshone Ford in Alliance and Randolph, Sarshone Chevrolet in Randolph and Garrettsville, Sarshone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, and the Sarshone Auto Gallery in North Canton. The Sarshone Auto Group. Find out more at sarshone.com, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
And welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Ryan Keller with you as we get ready to start the second quarter. McKinley 7, Medina nothing. Medina football, they are now moving from right to left. They send 4 receivers to the wide side right, single wide out to the left. And we're going to have a penalty marker, and that's a false start on Medina. So that 5 yards is going to push him back. It'll now be 3rd and 19 for Medina, just underway in the second quarter. Medina with 4 receivers to the right, single wide out left, back to pass. Looking, throwing down, and that is going to sail over the head of the intended receiver and be incomplete and bring up a 4th down. Boy, Beckett Vorgan took a huge hit at the end of that play, right as he got rid of the football. I didn't see who hit him, but boy, he took a shot and was slow to get up off the ground. So the punting unit now on for Medina. And they set up with the same formation, pretending like they're going to go for it. And a false start, I believe, again on Medina, or an illegal shift. Let's see what they end up calling here. $12 men on the field for McKinley, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they had too many. They had 12 guys out on the field. So that now makes it a 4th and 14 for Medina. And the run up and the punt. Fielded at the 35-yard line. He's got room up the left sideline, cuts it back to the middle, then tries to bend it back out. He'll get across the 45-yard line of Medina, and his forward progress will be stopped at the 44-yard line. Great return from Darius Hill and puts McKinley with great field position to start this drive. So McKinley will have their first possession of the second quarter. Got some more score updates coming in for you. We'll get to those here in a moment. McKinley moving from left to right. Hayden in the shotgun, West to his left. Two wings in the ball game for McKinley. Darius Hill to the wide side right. DJ Britt to the short left. Hayden takes the snap, turns, hands it off to West, over to left side. He'll get brought down at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the carry. It'll be second down for McKinley. That was Jamari Powell on the tackle. Max Hilvert with the stop again for Medina. Second and 10 for McKinley. Ball on the left hash. Made a motion from left to right. That's one of the wing backs. Hayden turns, hands it off to West, over to the left side. Gets past the first guy and will only get another yard after that. It'll be 3rd and 8. Third and 8 for McKinley. 10:28 left in the first half. McKinley leads 7-0. Pups break the huddle. DJ Britt, Darius Hill to the left by the wide side. They fake the handoff to West, throw it out deep, and it is dropped. He had it, had to wait for that pass to get there, and Darius Hill had it bounce right off of his fingers and fall incomplete. He was wide open and had to wait for that ball to get to him. So 4th down for McKinley. As they set up at the 44-yard line. Hayden in the shotgun, West to his right, two receivers to the right. They fake the West. Penalty marker coming in. And that's going to be a false start against McKinley. I imagine now they are going to punt the football away. East Canton 7, Fairport Harding 7. End of the first quarter. Another score. Hudson 7, Lake 3. And Massillon 21, Hoover 7. 3:11 in the first quarter. The interception return from Massillon. Mankowski on to punt for McKinley. Gets a good high punt away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 10-yard line for Medina. That's where they'll start off this drive. 1st and 10, 9:56 left in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll send it back to the studio and get some news from Jeff Mears. And then we'll bring it back here, break into some scores, give you some first half stats. Green has the ball at midfield to open the second quarter. The end of the first, they are leading 14-7. So 1st and 10 for Medina at their own 10-yard line. They go empty backfield. Two receivers stacked on the short side left, two receivers to the wide right. Takes the snap, looks to the left side. Again, over the head of the intended receiver. That was for Sid Lloyd. And it just seems Vorgan is just a little high on almost every single pass he has thrown here today. And it sets up a second down. Empty again for Medina. Back to pass. It's Vorgan. He's got pressure. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to go down. He is sacked on the play. Colin Hinkle coming through and making the sack. And it is a 3rd and 14 for Medina now. Ball at their own 6-yard line. They're going to go empty again. 3 receivers to the wide side right. 2 receivers to the short left. Morgan in the shotgun, stands at his own goal line. Checks to the sideline. Man in motion from right to left. Now there's 4 receivers on the right side. Here comes pressure off the edge. They throw to where the pressure came from. That falls incomplete. Intended receiver was Ashton Knowles, but a good job reading that from Marquise Jackson. As soon as they shifted that receiver to the other side of the field, Jackson went straight for the blitz and forced the hurry-up throw from Vorgan. Now the punt unit onto the field for Medina. Punter standing about 3 yards from the back of the end zone. Let the play clock run down. Trying to eat as much clock as they can. And snaps, a high snap. He's able to get it, runs and punts that one. That was almost a safety. And that punt will roll and go down right to midfield, just across midfield to the McKinley 49-yard line. That was a great job from the punter going up and getting that, because that was almost snapped right over the head of him. It'll be McKinley football, 8:56 left in the first half at their own 48-yard line. McKinley leads 7-0 over Medina. Let's check in and see if we've got any more scores coming in. So 1st and 10 for McKinley at their own 48-yard line. Hayden in the shotgun. Shad Davis in at running back. Handed off to him, and he will lose a half of a yard on the carry. Medina is just stacking the box right now and trying to slow down the McKinley run game. That was Max Hilvert again with the stop. McKinley with 73 yards rushing so far in the ball game. Total yards, McKinley 94, Medina 6. So that Pups defense, as I talked about in the pregame, is really showing up here. Hayden goes under center. Davis in the backfield behind him. Turn, toss to Davis over the right-hand side. He's across midfield, across the 45, down to the 41-yard line. Enough to pick up the first down and move the chains for McKinley. So far, the two-headed punch of Shad Davis and Kylan West really led the way for this McKinley offense. Ball on the right hash. Shad Davis still in at tailback. They turn, hand it off to him over the left-hand side. He'll pick up 3 and will be taken down at the 38-yard line. So 2nd and 7 for McKinley. 7:30 left in the first half. McKinley leads 7-0. Passing tonight, Hayden, 3 of 5 for 21 yards. Has a long of 16 to West. McKinley breaks the huddle, sends a receiver to the left. Tight and wing left. By himself on the right-hand side is DJ Britt. Kylan West back in the ball game. They fake to West. Hayden rolling out to his right. He's looking downfield, looking. He's going to try to take off and run, and he will get 1 yard on the carry. And it will be third down for McKinley. Ball at the 36-yard line for the Pups. 6:30 left in the half. Single wide out to the left. Single wide out to the right. Tight wing left. Hayden under center. Turns, tosses to West over to the left-hand side. Breaks a tackle, gets across the 30. Still on his feet, down to the 25-yard line. They'll mark him at the 26. But enough for the first down and moving the chains for McKinley. Got another score update for you. East Canton 15, Fairport Harding 7 in the second quarter in that game. 6 minutes left in the half. Hayden in the shotgun. West to his left. High snap. Football's on the ground, and I believe Medina has it. It is. It's Bees football. High snap bounced off the hands of Hayden. And both him and Kylan West kind of looked at it to see who was going to jump on it. Neither of them did, but Medina did, and it's their football. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Some miscommunication, high snap. We've seen a couple high snaps here tonight. So 5:50 remaining in the first half. McKinley leads 7-0. Round 2 of the Division I, Region I high school football playoffs. And penalty marker on the play. And they have too many men. They did. Medina had 12 men on the field. So that'll push them back 5 yards to start this drive to the 26-yard line. So Medina in a jumbo set. Oregon under center. Made a motion from right to left. Oregon looking to throw. He just threw that one away. Wasn't even anywhere close to his intended receiver, Brian Wichter. So that'll be an incomplete pass. 2nd and 15 at the 26-yard line. 5:46 left in the first half. Winner of tonight's game will go on to take the winner of Jackson and Menor. See if I can get a score update in that game for you. Second and 15 for Medina. They go 2 receivers left, 2 right. Man in motion now from right to left. Sends 3 receivers on the left. And Vorgan keeps it himself right up the middle. Gets across the 30-yard line down to the 33-yard line. So an 7-yard carry from Beckett Vorgan sets Medina up 3rd and 8 from the 33-yard line. So 3rd and 8 for Medina. Vorgan in the shotgun. Play action. Looks to his right. Throws. Caught. And the receiver jumped backwards. I think he's going to be short of the line to gain. If he'd have just fallen forward after he made that catch, he had the first down. Instead, he danced backwards, and now he's going to be a yard short. So it's 4th and 1 now. Ball at the 40-yard line. 4:42 left in the first half. McKinley leads 7-0 over Medina. The Bees break the huddle. And it looks like they're actually going to go for it this time. And I think we got a timeout. We do. Coach Parnell And the McKinley Bulldogs take a timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. Let's go over some scores here real quick. McKinley 7, Medina nothing. Hudson 7, Lake 3. Massillon 21, Hoover 7. Menor 28, Jackson 6. And East Canton, this one's not updated. I got the right score. East Canton 15, Fairport Harding 7. And just got another score update for you. Green 17, Fitch 7, 8:22 left in the second quarter. So a 35-yard field goal for the Bulldogs. Felt like that Green team was getting hot. So back here, 4th and 1 for Medina. They go under center in the wing T. Man in motion. They keep it right up the middle. And they're going to mark Vorgan's forward progress enough for the first down. So Medina picking up the first down on 4th and 1. He will get 1 yard. It moved the chains for Medina with 4:19 left in the first quarter. Left in the first half. First and 10 now for Medina. They go empty. 3 receivers to the wide side left, 2 to the short right. Vorgan in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Swings it out. Again, airmails this over the head of the intended receiver. Everything has been high from Vorgan. That time looking for Sid Lloyd again. The 6'1", 185-pound senior would have had to have been 6'8" to catch that one. Indian Valley 21, Circleville nothing. Mogador 41, East Palestine nothing. Get some more scores as we go. Second down for Medina. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Vorgan by himself. He's looking right. He's going for the deep ball. Throws this one again over the head of his intended receiver. And that one falls incomplete. Kinley's defense has been very, very stingent here today, not giving much to this Medina team. Let's see if I can get Medina only 22 total yards of offense so far in this ball game with 4:12 left in the half. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Empty again for Vorgan. Man in motion now from right to left. That's Woodster. Back to pass is Vorgan. He's looking, throws across the middle, and that's picked off. Oh, he dropped it. In the hands of Shad Davis, jumped the little crossing route. And that falls incomplete, but sets up a 4th and 10 for Medina with 4:07 left. And they're in the formation where they act like they're not going to punt. And then the quarterback moves out of the way. Shad Davis is kind of back there. He's still got to watch. He does shift out of the way, and the punt is away. End over end punt will bounce at the 23-yard line and then roll out of bounds at the 12-yard line, where McKinley will have the football 1st and 10 with 4 minutes remaining in the half, and the Pups leading 7-0. Three of 12 in the air tonight for Medina for 12 yards. They've got 10 yards on the ground on 7 attempts. McKinley, 115 total yards of offense in the first half. 21 passing, but 94 on the ground for McKinley. Kylan West with 73. Shad Davis with 32. West in the game at tailback. Lines up to the left of Hayden. Wide receiver and wing left. Single wide out to the wide side right. Turn. Hands it off to West. Over the right-hand side. He's got room across the 20. Cuts it back. 25 down to the 20. 8-yard line. First down, McKinley. Another big run from West. That should get him close to 100 yards. They hand it off to him again over the right-hand side. This time he picks up 4 across the 30 to the 31-yard line. .328 left in the half. McKinley with the ball. Second and 8 for McKinley. West to the left of Hayden. A wing on each side, wide receiver to each side. Now one of the wings on the left moves in motion to the right. They fake it to West, swing it over into the left side. That is caught. Breaking a tackle was DJ Britt. Then goes out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for McKinley. Wish his helicopter would go away. 2:59 left in the first half. 7-0 McKinley over Medina. And it's 3rd and 4 for McKinley. 3rd and a long 4. A wide receiver and a wing on each side. Now the wing goes in motion from left to right. They turn, hand it off to West over to the left side. He gets stood up at the line of scrimmage. He'll get a gain of 1, and it'll be 4th down for McKinley. As Kylan West got hit by 3 or 4 players from Medina all at the same time. And the Battling Bees force Tom Mankowski onto the field to punt for McKinley. Score update for you. West Branch 21, Norton 14. Snap back to Mankowski, and that punt looked like it might. Yeah, that's going to be a first down. McKinley. Mankowski took a shot as Medina came to block the punt. And that is going to be a roughing the kicker and a first down for McKinley. So Mankowski standing in, taking the hit, and moving the chains for McKinley on the penalty. That's and I think Medina's trying to say that punt was partially blocked. I think that's what the head coach for Medina was arguing, that punt was blocked, like partially blocked, and that would negate the roughing. But the referee who was standing right there didn't call it, and they got the penalty of roughing the punter, and that takes McKinley all the way down to midfield. They'll have this ball 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. West to the left of Mankowski. A wing on each side and a receiver on each side. Wing on the left moves in motion. They hand it off to West. Over the right-hand side, he's across the 40. Bounces it outside. 35, 30, 25. Still on his feet, out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Kylan West easily over 100 yards rushing with 2:08 left in the first half. And a first down for McKinley at the RG Drag red zone. McKinley 1st and 10 at the 20. 2:08 left in the first half. 2 receivers to the left, wing and wide out to the right. Ball on the right hash. Hayden in the backfield. Handed off to West. Over the right-hand side. That's going to be a holding penalty on McKinley. So that will come back. That was Logan Hayes, 6'4", 275-pound senior with the hold. So that'll take McKinley back to the 30-yard line with 2:05 left in the first half. And Kylan West, trying to see if they updated the stats yet. 123 for Kylan West here with 2:05 left in the first half. McKinley breaks the huddle on the right hash. Hayden and West in the backfield. West on the left side. Two receivers to the wide side left. Wing and receiver to the right. Hayden takes it. Rolls out to his left. He's looking, throws it to the sidelines, and that's going to be battled for and brought down. What a catch in double coverage. That was Darius Hill who was able to bring that down. Picks up 7 on the reception. It'll be 2nd and 13. And we have a timeout from McKinley with 1:27 left in the half. This timeout is brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. Let's check in and see if we've got more scores coming in. Massillon 28, Hoover 7. East Canton 22, Fairport Harding 10. 5:41 left in the second quarter. So after the timeout, McKinley breaks the huddle from the sidelines. 2nd and 13 for the Pups. Ball on the left hash. Moving from left to right. Two receivers to the wide side. Single wide out and wing left. Hayden fakes it to West. Looks for the slant route. Off the hands of his intended receiver, and it's picked off at the 5-yard line. Bounced off the fingers of DJ Britt and intercepted by Medina. Trying to see the number. I think that was number 19. Oh, maybe it wasn't 19. I think it was 18. Cooper Sokolowski. And it's Medina football, 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. 1:21 left in the half. Empty backfield for Medina and Vorgan. He takes it. He's going to run over the right-hand side and read perfectly by the defense from McKinley. And he will lose 2 yards on the play. I believe that was Dietrich Daniels who came through and made the tackle in the backfield. And we're down under a minute and an official timeout for an injury with 59 seconds left in the game. It's been a long day. Left in the half. And the injured Medina player, see if I can get a number for you. That is number 3. Beckett Vorgan, quarterback, who is going to have to sit out this play now. And we'll see who they bring back in at QB for Medina. And River Bloomquist, the original starting quarterback who had gotten injured in week 7, had a concussion, is now in at quarterback for Medina. So Medina breaks the huddle on the 3-yard line. River Bloomquist, the junior, 6'3", 200 pound. He's going to run it himself over the right-hand side. He gets to the edge, and that's most likely going to be a hold on Medina based off of where that flag was thrown. But you never know. We'll see what the officials call. Personal foul face mask on McKinley. So that's going to get Medina out of the shadow of their own end zone, and that'll move them out 15 yards. So that'll take them to the 17. They're going to give him the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, Medina. 45 seconds left in the half. Clock is running. I don't know if Medina realizes it. 40 seconds remaining, and they're taking their time with the play call. Medina will get the ball to start the second half, and they might be content just going into halftime with it being 7-0. So they motion everyone out of the backfield, and straight quarterback run over the right-hand side, stays in bounds, and I believe that's going to be it for the first half. And that is indeed going to be the end of the first half. And if you're Medina, even though you didn't score in that first half and you were outgained and your offense didn't do anything, you're only down 7-0. If you're Medina, that's a win. You get the ball to start the second half. They had 22 total plays in the first half, Medina, 30 total yards, and they're only down 7-0. So McKinley's defense has done what they needed to do. The offense for McKinley has done well running the football, but mistakes, interceptions, driving down and then not being able to convert. Interesting first half. It's been a very interesting first half. We're going to step away and take a break. When we come back, actually, we're just going to take a break and then send it right back to the studio. And we'll get some news from Jeff Mears, bring it back here, jump in the scoreboard, get some scores and some stats for you for the first half. Halftime, McKinley 7, Medina nothing. This is high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92radiosports.com.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of Q92 News. As the federal government shutdown continues, Northeast Ohio airports are keeping a close watch on possible flight impacts. The FAA is reducing air traffic by up to 10% at 40 major airports today because of staffing shortages, but Akron-Canton and Cleveland-Hopkins are not on the preliminary list. The Beacon Journal reports officials at both airports say travelers could still see delays because of disruptions at other hubs and are urging passengers to check with their airlines before heading to the airport. The FAA says the cuts are intended to relieve fatigue among air traffic controllers working without pay during the shutdown. Meanwhile, Governor Mike DeWine says Ohio is moving ahead with a $25 million plan to help families affected by the shutdown and the suspension of SNAP food benefits. The state is sending $7 million to regional food banks, including $887,000 for the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank and another $18 million in emergency payments to more than 63,000 low-income Ohioans through the Ohio Works First program. DeWine also announced $10.3 million in federal funding to keep WIC benefits available for mothers and children into December. The Highway Patrol is investigating a crash that occurred Thursday night on Route 62 at Beach Street in Nimishillen Township. Troopers say just before 6 p.m., 36-year-old Joshua Kimbrell of Arkansas was driving a pickup truck and failed to yield at a stop sign, pulling into the path of a car driven by 25-year-old David Foster of Alliance. The vehicle struck the truck's driver's side. Kimbrell suffered minor injuries. Foster, who was not wearing a seatbelt, was seriously injured and flown to Akron General Medical Center. The roadway was closed for about 2 hours. A motorcyclist has died after a crash in Tuscarawas County. The Highway Patrol says 47-year-old Michael McHale of Mineral City was northbound on County Road 66 in Union Township Wednesday night when his motorcycle struck a tree that had fallen across the road. The bike overturned and went off the right side. McHale was flown to Akron General Medical Center, where he later died from his injuries. The patrol says he was wearing a helmet. The crash remains under investigation. Metallus reported strong third-quarter results with net sales of $305.9 million and net income of $8.1 million, up from $3.7 million in the previous quarter. Adjusted earnings rose to $12 million, and earnings improved to $29 million, driven by strong aerospace and defense shipments. The Canton-based steelmaker generated $22 million in operating cash flow, ended the quarter with $191 million in cash, and repurchased $3 million in stock. Metallus expects fourth-quarter results to dip due to normal year-end maintenance, but says new defense contracts position it well for 2026. An Alliance man is facing charges after police say he assaulted several people and threatened his brother with a gun. 37-year-old Jesse Knowling allegedly punched his live-in girlfriend in the face Wednesday morning at their North Webb Avenue home while holding a firearm and pushed his brother's girlfriend to the ground, causing injuries. Knowling also is accused of pointing a gun at his brother and trying to chamber a round before fleeing. He's charged with domestic violence, assault, aggravated menacing, and having a weapon under disability. Knowling has a burglary conviction from 2006. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
A judge has stepped aside from the case of a Sebring police officer accused of domestic violence. Mahoning County Judge Joe Schiavone recused himself from the case of 25-year-old Dylan Vesey, who is charged with a misdemeanor count of domestic violence. The case has been transferred from Sebring to Mahoning County Court in Boardman for a pretrial hearing. Deputies were called to a home at West Indiana Avenue and North 16th Street on Halloween for the reported incident. Vesey has been a full-time patrolman since last month after serving part-time with the department for about a year. 2 more men have been arrested in connection with the 2021 shooting death of 20-year-old Bryson Douglas in East Liverpool. The U.S. Marshals Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force took 29-year-old Curtis Holland and 25-year-old Travis Kidder of East Liverpool into custody Thursday after a Columbiana County grand jury indicted them on murder and aggravated murder charges. Douglas was found shot to death on a front porch on Pennsylvania Avenue in July of 2021. The other suspects, Elvin and Alan Tisdale, have already been convicted in the case. Authorities say Douglas was not the intended target of the shooting. A Warren man has been sentenced to up to 15 years in prison for sex crimes involving a family member. 50-year-old Daniel Ortiz Torres received a sentence of 10 to 15 years Thursday in Mahoning County Common Pleas Court after pleading guilty in September to rape and gross sexual imposition. The abuse occurred multiple times between 2015 and 2022 in Youngstown and Warren. The sentence was recommended by both sides and approved by Judge Anthony D'Onofrio. Ortiz Torres was given credit for 452 days already served. Mahoning County commissioners are raising new concerns about the owners of the Southern Park Mall after security guards walked off the job this week. WKBN-TV reports the mall's concourses were locked for several hours Monday after guards reportedly weren't paid. Thursday, Commissioner Carol Righetti called the owners not good stewards for the county or Boardman Township. The mall's owner, Coan Retail Investments, still owes more than $1 million in property taxes and fees over the past year. We'll return you to the stadium for the second half of tonight's game, but first a look at the forecast. For the overnight, mostly cloudy skies, a chance of showers with a low near 39. A mix of sun and clouds Saturday with a high reaching 54. Saturday night, rain likely, otherwise mostly cloudy, a low around 41. The threat of rain carries over into Sunday, a high near 49. Monday, snow likely, mostly cloudy with a high of 36. For Q92 News, I'm Jeff Mears.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
And welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium halftime. And McKinley leads 7-0 over Medina. Let's get into some halftime festivities. We're going to jump in the scoreboard here. I got some halftime scores coming in. Let's talk some stats. Let's get you some stats for McKinley and for Medina. So McKinley with 11 first downs in that first half, only 3 for Medina. McKinley was 3 of 6 on first down, 1 of 6 for Medina. And Medina was 1 for 1 on fourth down attempts. McKinley ran 32 plays in that first half to Medina's 22. 175 total yards of offense for McKinley, 30 total yards of offense for Medina. Medina was 3 of 12 passing for 12 yards. McKinley 5 of 8 passing for 31 yards. McKinley has that 1 interception. The Pups also ran for 144 yards in that first half to 18 yards for Medina. And the 1 touchdown on the night for the McKinley Bulldogs. And I have a highlight for you. So let's play. This is how McKinley got on the board to start that first half. Early on in that first quarter. Center, 3 backs in the backfield, right across the 10-yard line. They turn, pitch it out. He's got lead blockers, turns it up and into the end zone for the score. Shad Davis takes in the 3-yard touchdown run, and McKinley strikes first. So Shad Davis opening and having the only score here tonight as McKinley leads 7-0. Morgan Beckett, 3 of 12, 12 yards, a long of 7. Trent Hayden, 5 of 8, 31 yards, long of 16, that 1 interception. Medina rushing. Sid Lloyd, 3 carries for 12 yards. Morgan Beckett, 5 carries for 7 yards. Brian Woodster, 1 carry for -3 yards. And Caleb Sherman, 1 carry for 2 yards for McKinley. Kylan West, 15 carries, 123 yards. He's averaging 8.2 yards per carry. Trent Hayden, 3 carries for -11 yards. That's because of the sack. One of them was because of the sack, at least. And Chad Davis, 6 carries, 32 yards, averaging 5.3 yards a carry, and the 1 touchdown on the evening. Sid Lloyd for Medina, 1 reception for 3 yards.
Morgan Beckett, 1 reception for 2 yards, and Brian Woodster, 1 reception for 7 yards. Woodster had 11 receptions for 111 yards last week. He's got 1 for 7 this week. For McKinley, Kylan West had 1 reception for no yards. Darius Hill, 2 for 23. Derek Gordon, 1 for 5, and DJ Britt, 1 for 3. Britt also had a wide open pass bounce off his hands. Would have been about a 20, 25-yard reception in that first half. Let's look at the defensive side for Medina. Their leading tackler, Cliff Nicholson, 5 tackles in that first half. Johnny Nunn had 2.5 tackles for loss in that first half. Jameer Powell had 2 tackles for loss. 1 tackle for loss for Johnny Nunn. Let's go to McKinley, their leading tackler. They got a bunch of guys with 3. Isaac Brooks with 3 tackles. Antonio Stevens with 3 tackles. And Dietrich Daniels with 3 tackles. And the 1 interception, Bishop Birch, that was number 14, who had the interception for Medina. Those are your first half stats. Let's see here. We'll go and look at some scores. Got some local scores coming in. East Canton 25, Fairport Harding 10 in the second. And boy, Hoover is getting trounced by Massillon. Massillon 42, Hoover 7. I thought that was going to be a much closer game, but that's my fault for thinking. Massillon is Massillon. No one in the area has really been able to touch them as of late. And credit to Coach Moore, man, having that week off. He got his team ready to go. Big win over McKinley in week 10, having the bye week, and now trouncing Hoover 42-7. Go through and look at some more local scores and some statewide scores. There's a lot of scores going on, playoff games. See if I get any that jump out to me. Indian Valley 28, Circleville 7, Mogador 54, East Palestine nothing. Boy, that's a good Mogador team there. Marion Local 35, Lehman 6, Malvern 14, Monroeville 14, halftime. Let's go Hornets. We want to see Malvern advance in that game. Let's see. Garaway 21, Crestview nothing. Warren JFK 7, McDonald 14. That's at half. Coldwater 28, St. Bernard Elmwood Place nothing. Dalton 27, Columbiana 7, Smithville 14, United 7. Triway 31, Fairview 7. Lake Catholic 10, Streetsboro nothing. West Branch 21, Norton 14. Perry from up near Ashtabula 13, Notre Dame Cathedral Latin 6. Time I use this app, it always picks me out. Never figure it out. I had another score come in from one of our games. Halftime, Green 17, Fitch 14. Green will receive the second half kickoff. More high school scores. All right, I'm going to try to get some more scores. We're going to step away and take another break. When we come back, we will get ready for second half action from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. It's halftime, McKinley 7, Medina nothing. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radiosports.com.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise, credit, cabin, or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
And welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. I am Ryan Keller. Thank you for joining us tonight for high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radiosports.com, the Q92 YouTube channel, and on X at Q92 Sports. Halftime here, McKinley 7, Medina nothing. And an interesting first half. McKinley statistically absolutely dominating that entire first half, but on the scoreboard they're only up 7-0. Medina will have the ball to start this second half. McKinley's defense holding Medina to just 30 total yards of offense. And just the McKinley offense, they've done well running the football, haven't been able to do a whole lot through the air, but they'll get down, and they had a fumble in Medina territory. That was a high snap that was bobbled by Trent Hayden, and Medina was able to dive on it, pick it up. They had an interception that was at the 5-yard line that went off the fingertips of DJ Britt. Sorry. I had a sneeze coming there, folks. Apologize for that. Definitely didn't want to sneeze into the microphone. But yeah, McKinley's had chances. They just have not been able to capitalize on the chances that they've had. So we'll see. I always enjoy the adjustments that take place in the first half. And we'll see what the teams do coming out at halftime. Offensively for Medina, they haven't really been able to get anything going. Offensively, passing the ball, running the football, McKinley's defense has been really playing lights out in that first half. Offensively, they just need to get things going. I'd like to see Britt and Darius Hill get a little bit more involved. We haven't seen Zion Culver here tonight at all. We haven't seen Elijah Flynn. I think because they've run the ball so well that Medina is going to start putting players in the box. You need to take and get Finn, Britt, and Hill the ball on the perimeter and let them use some of their speed. Let's see here. So Medina will have the ball start this second half. They will be moving from left to right. McKinley will be moving from right to left. Medina wearing the yellow pants, the white jerseys with the dark green numbers with the white helmets. And McKinley, the white pants with the red, black, and white stripes down the side, the black jerseys with the red and white stripes on the sleeves, and the black helmets. As the official blows the whistle for play, and McKinley breaks the huddle from the sideline and will be kicking off. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Ryan Keller. Appreciate you being here. Mankowski teeing the ball up at the 40. Two men back deep for Medina. That's Dylan Pay. And I can't see the number on the other gentleman. But the run-up and the kick from Mankowski will bounce and be bobbled and fallen on at the 19-yard line. That was Sid Lloyd for Medina. So the Battling Bees will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. And they will break the huddle from the sideline. They go empty. 3 receivers to the wide side right, 2 to the short left. Ball on the left hash. They take the snap right up the middle. Picking up 4 on the carry was Beckett Vorgan, who's back into the game at the quarterback position. So 2nd and 6 for Medina. 3 receivers to the wide side right, 2 to the short left. Quarterback fakes the run, then takes off running. That should have been a hold on the outside. No call. It is a catch and a run. Gets across the 25-yard line. That was Brian Wichter to the 22-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 27. And the official talking to the people on with the chains. And a little bit of a delay here. So there we go. Back to action. 3 receivers to the wide side right, 2 to the short left. 3rd and 3 for Medina. They move a receiver from left to right. Keep the quarterback right up the middle. He'll get across the 30 down to the 35-yard line. And Beckett Vorgan picking up the 1st down for Medina. And he gets up and he's a little hobbly. Trying to shake it off. I don't know if it's his low back or he's grabbing his left foot. 1st down for Medina at the 35-yard line. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Man in motion from right to left. They hand it off to him over the left edge. He'll pick up 2 yards on the carry. That was Wichter, the 5'10", 175-pound senior receiver. They give him 2 on the carry. 2nd and 8 now from the 37-yard line. Again, Medina going empty. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, tight end right. Morgan takes the snap. He's back to pass. They set up a screen underneath, and that is caught. Caleb Sherman across midfield all the way down to the 44-yard line, a 1st down. They set up their receiver, 6'1", 180-pound senior Caleb Sherman at that right tight end position and ran a tight end screen off of that. The entire defensive front for McKinley was in the backfield, and there was nobody there on Sherman. A big gain and a 1st down for Medina. First and 10 at the 44-yard line of McKinley. This time they had a different player in the backfield at quarterback. That was River Bloomquist, and he keeps it himself right up the middle. And he'll pick up 4. So the adjustment at halftime for Medina was we're just going to spread everybody out, spread open the defense for McKinley, and run our quarterback. As they do it again, 3 receivers to the wide side right, 2 to the short left. Medina moving left to right. Takes the snap. Morgan, he's looking to throws a fade route down the left side, and that's going to be broken up. Great defensive play from Nas Brown. That's 2 big plays that Nas has broken up along that sideline. And it'll be an incomplete pass and sets up a 3rd down and 8 for Medina at the 42-yard line of McKinley. Beckett Vorgan in at quarterback. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ball on the left hash. Vorgan by himself. 3rd and 8. Man in motion from right to left. They fake it to him. Vorgan keeps it himself up the middle. He's got enough for the first down across the 30 down to the 29-yard line. So another first down for Medina. And they're driving on this opening drive of the second half. 3 receivers to the wide side right, 2 to the left. Man in motion, that's Woodster. They stop. Hand it off to Woodster over the left-hand side. He's across the 25 down to the 22-yard line. So a gain of 8 on the first down, and it'll be 2nd and a long 2 for Medina. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Morgan checks with the sideline. Ball on the left hash. Morgan keeps it himself up the middle. And he will be right at the line to gain for the first down inside the RG Drag red zone. And they move the chains. First down, Medina. All the way down to the 18-yard line of McKinley. Eight minutes left in the third quarter. Medina, a long drive, taking 4 minutes already off the clock. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the short left. Man in motion now from left to right. Morgan rolling out to his right, looking back to the left. He's got a man open and into the end zone for the touchdown. Medina taking the opening drive. 80 yards and capping it off with an 18-yard touchdown. And they are an extra point away from tying this game up. On for the extra point. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it is good. And we are all knotted at 7 with 7:44 left in the third quarter. McKinley 7, Medina 7. We're going to take a break. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radiosports.com.
From the daily driver, a heavy hauler, to a high-end auto investment, the Sarshone Auto Group is one of Northeast Ohio's leaders. With 6 locations, Sarshone Ford in Alliance and Randolph, Sarshone Chevrolet in Randolph and Garrettsville, Sarshone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, and the Sarshone Auto Gallery in North Canton. The Sarshone Auto Group. Find out more at sarshone.com, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
And welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Medina takes the opening drive of the second half, 80 yards, and cap it off with an 18-yard touchdown pass And we are all tied up at 7. Medina, 7. McKinley, 7. 7:44 left in the third quarter. And the run-up and another onside kick from Medina. Ball is on the ground. And McKinley will fall on it. It will be McKinley football. So McKinley will have the ball the same place they had it to start the game at their own 45-yard line. They went down and scored on that opening drive to start the ball game off. That was that touchdown for Medina was to Ashton Knowles. McKinley ball 1st and 10. Handed off over the right-hand side. Kylan West will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And you can hear the Medina faithful. And they've got hope now. That's when you're a higher seed or you're a team that is supposed to win and you let teams hang around, you give them hope. So 2nd and 10 for McKinley. Wide receiver to the right side, tight end right. 2 receivers to the left. Turn. Fake to West. Swing it over into the left side. Caught. Across the 50. Down to the 48-yard line. It was Derek Gordon the third with the reception. And it will be 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3 for McKinley after the gain of 7. Pups with the ball on the left hash, moving right to left. Hayden in the shotgun, Kylan West to his left. 2 receivers and a wing to the right. Single wide out short left. Hayden takes, hands it off to West. West loses his footing, and he's going to be short. He's going to be 2 yards short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down for McKinley. Shad Davis now making his way into the ball game. So is Isaac Brooks. And I think we're going to see that 3 running back formation. Miscommunication now. Another player coming back in onto the field. And that's going to be a timeout from McKinley. This timeout is brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. And on that note, we're going to take a break as well. It's all tied up at 7. 5:56 left in the third quarter. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group, Q92 Sports Network.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members. With a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations, online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
McKinley in the 3 running back formation, all in a line. Hayden under center. They toss it over to the left-hand side. That's Davis. He's going to pick up the first down out to the 42-yard line to move the chains for McKinley. A big conversion on 4th down for the Pups, keeping this drive alive. McKinley with the ball on the left hash. They're going to keep this formation. It's Davis, West, and Brooks all in a line with Hayden under center. Turn. Toss to the left. Again, across the 40, 35, 30. Still on his feet. Still chugging forward all the way down to the 23-yard line. Shad Davis. So McKinley switching up their offensive philosophy a little bit, going with 3 guys in the back, 2 lead blockers, and just letting Shad Davis go to work over the left edge. Puts McKinley at the 22-yard line. They're still at it. 3 receivers in the backfield. West on the left. Davis on the right. Brooks in the middle. Turn, toss it to the right. Kylan West, he's going to turn it upfield and get to the 20-yard line in the RG Drag red zone after a gain of 2 on that carry. .452 left in the third quarter. McKinley sticking with this formation. Three running backs in the backfield. Hayden under center. Turn, toss to the left. That's Davis again. He cuts it back across the 15 down to the 12-yard line. Shad Davis has moved McKinley down the field on this drive. Drive started at their own 45-yard line after an onside kick attempt from Medina. Davis on the right, Brooks in the middle, West on the left, Hayden under center. 2 tight ends. Hayden tosses to Davis on the left-hand side. He turns it up across the 10, running through players all down to the 2-yard line, still going forward. They're going to say he was down at the 1-yard line, and he fumbled the football, but they said he was down. So it's a first down for McKinley, 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. It's not broke. Don't try to fix it. Davis on the right, Brooks in the middle, West on the left. 1st and goal from the 1. Hayden under center. Takes the snap. He fumbles the football. Football's on the ground. Hayden's able to fall on it. That's twice now. They have had a center quarterback exchange that ended up with the football on the ground. Hayden able to get back on top of it. And it'll be 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. McKinley having difficulty getting it into the end zone. They've been down in the territory many times today. Just can't get it done other than the Shad Davis touchdown on their opening drive. Davis on the right. Brooks in the middle. West on the left. Hayden under center. Hayden takes the snap. Hands it off to Brooks. He's hit right at the 5-yard line as soon as he picked the football, as soon as he took the handoff. And he gets down to the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 1. They keep running to the short side of the field. Might be half tempted to give it to West on the wide side and let him use his speed to try to get to the edge. Davis, Brooks, and West in the backfield. Sounds like a law firm. Hayden under center. Turn. Pitch to Davis. Davis into the end zone for the touchdown. Shad Davis with his 2nd score of the ball game. And the Pups back on top 13-7. 2:22 left in the 3rd quarter. The extra point to come. Minkowski on for the extra point. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it is good. 2:22 left in the 3rd quarter. McKinley 14, Medina 7. We're going to step away and take a break. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radiosports.com.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is head coach Renzi Parnell from the Canton McKinley Bulldogs. You're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
Welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. I'm Ryan Keller. Thank you for joining me tonight. The McKinley Bulldogs 14, the Medina Bees 7. And Mount Union travels tomorrow to take on the Marietta Purple Raiders, trying to stay undefeated down at Marietta tomorrow. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere will have that call on our sister station, AM 1310 WDPN, and the Q92 YouTube channel. Mankowski on to kick off. That kick will go at the 1 yard line, fielded out across the 15, down to the 17-yard line. That was Sid Lloyd on the return. Excuse me. That was Johnny Nunn on the return. So Medina will have the ball 1st and 10. They spot him at the 19-yard line. 2:15 left in the first. I'm struggling with that. 2:15 left in the third quarter. Medina breaks the huddle, sends 3 receivers to the wide side right, 2 to the short left, moving from left to right. Man in motion now from right to left. They fake to him, back to pass. He's got a man wide open, and it's off the hands of the defender. Coming across was DJ Britt, almost picked that off. The intended receiver was Brian Wichter. And a pass breakup for Britt, because Wichter was wide open. The closing speed from Britt to break that up was impressive. 2nd and 10 for Medina. 2 receivers to the short left, 3 to the wide right. Morgan by himself in the shotgun. Man in motion now from left to right. And that's going to draw a penalty marker, a false start on Medina. That makes it 2nd and 15 now. Medina with 3 receivers to the wide side right, 2 to the short left. Morgan checking with the sideline. He's in the shotgun. Man in motion from left to right. They fake it. Looking to throw a fade down the left-hand side. Going up and see if they mark it. They incomplete. What a great attempt by that young man from Medina, who was able to bring that ball in. And unfortunately, he landed out of bounds. That was Ashton Knowles, the sophomore. What a great attempt from that young man to go up and try to bring that one down. Unfortunately, it's incomplete for Medina, and it sets up a 3rd and 15. 3 receivers to the wide right, 2 to the short left, stacked on the left-hand side. Morgan back to pass. He's got pressure. He's got pressure. He's going to get sandwiched down at the 4-yard line. That was Hinkle coming through and making the sack. There's another player who was back there who made the sack. I'll have to find out who that was. But a big loss from Medina. Now it's 4th and 25, all the way back at their own 4-yard line. And the punting unit comes out onto the field. Shad Davis stands back at the 44-yard line. And the punt away from Wichter. Bounces at the 35. Takes a nice Medina roll across midfield. And will be down at the McKinley 44-yard line. And the Pups will take over 1st and 10 with 1:06 remaining in the third quarter. McKinley 14, Medina 7. McKinley struggled to move the ball at the first part of that last drive, and then switched up and put 3 running backs in the backfield, and were able to find a way to move the ball down the field to take the lead after Medina took their opening drive 80 yards for the score. So McKinley moving from right to left. Ball on the left hash. 2 receivers to the right, tight right. Single wide out to the left. Hayden and West in the backfield. Turn, handed off to West. West immediately hit. Linebacker came up, made a great stop. That was Jack Fletcher, the 6 foot, 190-pound senior. Haven't seen too many people stop Kylan West in their tracks like that. 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Gain of 1 for West on that previous play. 2nd and 9. 2 receivers tight right. Single wide out left. West and Hayden in the shotgun. Now that's Davis. Handed off to Shad Davis over the right-hand side. Gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line. And it'll set up a 3rd and 7 for McKinley. And I think McKinley's just going to let this go down and end the quarter, and they do. So that's the end of the third quarter from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. McKinley 14, Medina 7. Fourth quarter action when we come back. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
RG Drag, Star County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Ryan Keller with you. Fourth quarter action just about to get underway. Let's check and see if we got any more score updates coming through. Haven't seen too much. Menor 52, Jackson 6 at halftime. The Polar Bears, looks like their season is coming to an end. Let's see if we can get some more, see if more score updates come through. Right now, 14-7, McKinley over Medina. Fourth quarter action just underway. McKinley now moving from left to right. Receiver and wing to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Shad Davis in motion out of the backfield. Hayden looks to throw to him, throws a wide receiver screen, and breaking the tackle, still on his feet across the 45, 40, 30, 25, all the way down to the 20-yard line. Darius Hill. Darius Hill was dead to rights in the backfield. The Medina defense read that perfectly. He was able to escape and get downfield to the 21-yard line. That was just pure effort from Hill as the Medina defender read that perfectly, was just not able to bring him down. Shad Davis to the left of Hayden in the backfield. He turns, hands it off to Davis over the right-hand side, cuts it upfield, gets inside the RG Drag red zone and is stood up. It's number 18 from Medina. Cooper Sokolowski. I apologize if I messed that name up, Cooper. That was a great tackle. 2nd and 6 for McKinley inside the RG Drag red zone. Ball at the 17-yard line. McKinley with a wing on the right-hand side. Tight end left. Hayden hands it off right up the middle, breaking a tackle, getting across the 10-yard line down to the 5. That was Derek Gordon III, a sophomore, 5'5", 155 pounds, just split the defense. It gets all the way down to the 5-yard line. First and goal for McKinley from the 5. 10:45 remaining in the ballgame. Fourth quarter. Derek Gordon still in the ballgame. He lines up to the right of Hayden in the shotgun. Wing and tight left. Wide receiver on each side. Turn. Hand to Gordon. Up the middle. He'll pick up 2 on the carry. Down to the 3-yard line. So it'll be second and goal from the 3 for McKinley. McKinley still in the huddle with 10:05 left in the game. Down to 15 on the play clock. Shad Davis now in at tailback. He lines up to the left side of Hayden. Tight right, wing left. Receiver on each side. Turn, hands it off to Davis. Davis plows his way into the end zone for his third touchdown of the ball game. And 9:44 left in the third quarter. I did it again. 9:44 left in the fourth quarter. McKinley leads 20-7. With the extra point to come from Tom Manikowski. Mankowski. Wait for the snap. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it is good. 9:44 left in the ball game. McKinley up 21-7. We're going to step away and take a break. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise credit cabin or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
And we're back at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. McKinley 21, Medina 7. 9:44 left in the ball game. Mankowski on to kick off for McKinley. Sid Lloyd back deep to return the kickoff. And the run-up and the kick from Mankowski. And that will go into the end zone over the head of Dylan Pay for the touchback. And Medina will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Trailing by 14 with 9:44 left to play. End of the third quarter, Hudson 14, Lake 5. Haven't seen too much other score updates come in. See if I can pull some other stuff up here. Menor 52, Jackson 6. The winner of tonight's game will face the Menor Cardinal at Menor. So 1st and 10 for Medina. They takes the snap, back to pass, throwing across the middle field. That's caught across the 25, 30, bounces it out to the left and down to the 44-yard line. That was Brian Woodster with the pass and catch from Beckett Vorgan and takes Medina out to the 43-yard line. I believe that's only Woodster's second reception or third reception of the ball game. Medina sends 3 receivers to the wide side right, 2 to the short left. Morgan in the shotgun by himself. He's looking to his right. Again, hits Woodster on a quick slant route right across midfield at the 49-yard line of McKinley. Woodster has 3 receptions. Snap goes back to Vorgan. He keeps it himself and will be about a half a yard short of the line to gain for the first down. So it'll be 3rd, and they'll mark it a yard. 8:42 left in the ball game. Vorgan empty in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ball on the right hash. Medina moving from right to left. Man in motion. They fake to him. Vorgan keeps it himself. He'll pick up the first down And we'll get to the 42-yard line. And that will move the chains. And a first down for Medina, 8:20 left in the fourth quarter. East Canton, 32, Fairport, 10. Massillon, 56, Hoover, 7. 3 receivers to the left for Medina. False start on the left tackle was number 79, Jaden Haywood. So that'll push Medina back 5 yards to the 47-yard line. Then it'll be 1st and 15. Ball on the right hash, 3 wide outs left, 2 to the right. Man in motion now from left to right. And the pass is going to be caught. That was Vorgan who hit. See if I can see the number of the receiver. That was Jaden Tagalakad with the reception. Medina hands this one off over the right-hand side to Woodster. Woodster gets across the 35 and will be close to the first down. Let's see where they mark him out of bounds at. And he does move the chains. Brian Woodster with the carry moves the chains for Medina. Starting to get a little momentum in this drive. 1st and 10 at the McKinley 31-yard line. 3 receivers to the wide side left. Single wide out right. And they hand it off again over the right-hand side to Woodster. He'll pick up 4. So second and 6 for Medina. 3 receivers to the left. Single wide out right. Takes the snap. Play action. He's looking to throw. He takes a hit. Boy, he took a big hit coming through. I think it was Amir Mitchell for McKinley who came through, untouched it, and got a hit on Vorgan and forces the incompletion. 3rd and 6 now for Medina. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Vorgan by himself in the shotgun. And false start on Medina. That was Tagalakad with the false start. Again, I apologize if I mess up your name. Something I've never been good at. So 3rd and 11 for Medina. Trips to the left, twins to the right. Morgan in the shotgun, man in motion now into the backfield, and they set up the screen again. And that is caught, picking up the first down inside the red zone. Medina has done a great job of taking advantage of the pressure from McKinley, hitting another screen. That time it was Caleb Sherman, and another first down for Medina as they get down to the 15-yard line inside the RG Drag red zone. 4 receivers to the wide side left, single to the right. Morgan in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking left. Now he's looking right. Just throws this one out of the back of the end zone. I imagine that was supposed to be a quick hitter, and it just wasn't there, so he got rid of the football. Stops the clock. 6:12 left in the game. 2nd and 10, Medina at the 15-yard line. We'll send 3 receivers to the wide side left, 2 to the short right. 2nd and 10 for Medina. Man in motion from right to left. Morgan takes the snap. He's looking left. He's got pressure. He's going to throw it away, and it's picked off by McKinley at the 4-yard line. Across the 10, 20, 30, 35. Zamir McClellan with the interception at the 3-yard line. That was tipped by a defender cutting underneath the route, and McClellan was there, right place, right time, and takes the return out to the 36-yard line. 6 minutes left in the ball game. McKinley 20, Medina 7. And it's McKinley football at the 36. Some more score updates for you after 3. West Branch 28, Norton 14. McKinley moving from left to right. That is Derek Gordon in at tailback. 2 receivers right. They turn, hand it off to Gordon. He dances around up the middle, breaks a tackle. Can't get away from that one. He'll pick up 2 yards on the carry. And there's an injury for McKinley right around the 40-yard line. It's like an offensive lineman. It's number 59 for the Pups. Trayshawn Quincy. As the medical team looks at his right leg. Don't forget Mount Union Purple Raiders on the road tomorrow, trying to stay undefeated this year as they take on the Marietta. I think they're the Pioneers. Down in Marietta, Sam Berkman, Ryan Bevere will have that call. Kickoff at 1:30 tomorrow on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming on the Q92 on the Q92 YouTube and the 1310 Facebook and Twitter. Make sure to follow us on all of our social medias as well. We'll have a schedule of the games we're covering next week and the regional semifinals of the OHSAA playoffs. So Quincy makes his way to the sideline, walks off on his own power. 2nd and 8 for the Pups. Receiver on each side, tight wing to the right. Hayden in the pistol with Gordon. They hand it off to Gordon over the right-hand side. Gets across the 40, 45. Still on his feet across midfield. 45 all the way down to the Medina 40-yard line. Derek Gordon seeing a lot of playing time tonight and taking advantage of it. Gordon, 4 carries, 40 yards. 1st and 10 at the Medina 40-yard line. Wide receiver, wing, and tight end left. Single wide out right. Gordon takes the handoff, and he gets tripped up as he crosses the 40-yard line down to the 39-yard line. So he picks up 1. Second and 9 for McKinley. 4:30 left in the game. And they're taking as much time off the clock as they can. Tight end right, wing left. Wide receiver on each side. Takes the handoff right up the middle. And will be tackled at the 38-yard line. They'll set up a 3rd down. Clock continues the run. 3:50 remaining in the ball game. McKinley 21, Medina 7. McKinley breaks the huddle, sends the receiver to the right and left. Tight end right, wing left. Gordon to the left side of Hayden in the shotgun. Hayden takes the snap. Oh, it's a bad snap. Football's on the ground, fighting for it. We'll see who they say recover it. There's a skirmish on the ground at the 43-yard line. And McKinley was able to get back on it. Hayden was able to dive on that, but it forces the punting unit onto the field. And Medina will take a timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. 3:03 left in the ball game. We're going to step away. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
From the daily driver, a heavy hauler, to a high-end auto investment, the Sarshone Auto Group is one of Northeast Ohio's leaders. With 6 locations, Sarshone Ford in Alliance and Randolph, Sarshone Chevrolet in Randolph and Garrettsville, Sarshone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, and the Sarshone Auto Gallery in North Canton. The Sarshone Auto Group. Find out more at sarshone.com, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
And we're back at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Brian Keller with you. Thank you for joining me tonight. 3:03 left in the ball game. McKinley leads 21-7. 4th and 13 for the Pups. Mankowski on to punt it away for McKinley. He stands at his own 44-yard line. Dinah showing pressure. Snap is back. Minkowski gets a nice low kick away, angled towards the sidelines. That will bounce and go out of bounds right around the 9 or 10-yard line. And they will mark it right at the 10. So Medina with 2:57 trailing by 14. Want to go 90 yards to cut it within to 1 score. So got another score coming in. Let's see here. Fitch 21, Green 17, end of the 3rd. It's green ball, 1st and 20 at the Fitch 47. Hudson 14, Lake 12, 7:32 to go in the game. So 2:57 remaining in the game. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left for Medina. Moving right to left. Vorgan takes, looking for the double pass. They triple pass. They throw it back to Vorgan. That's going to be a safety. They rule it an incomplete pass. So that now there's a flag on the field. So Vorgan threw it to a receiver, and that receiver threw it back to Vorgan. All this happening in their own end zone, and the ball just skidded across the ground and went out of bounds in the end zone. It is a safety. Both of the passes were backward passes. That results in a safety. So that makes the score 23-7. 2:52 left in the game, and it'll be McKinley football. Boy, oh boy. You really feel bad for Medina to have that play pretty much cost them the ball game. Because if it would have worked, it would have been sweet. So now the free kick. So they're going to have the ball teed up at their 20-yard line. And the ever-dangerous McKinley return. We have seen Medina try a bunch of onside kicks. I imagine, can you onside kick a free kick? I don't know. So they're lining up for the kickoff, the free kick, and the run-up and the kick. And they do go with the onside kick. That's scooped up by McKinley, and they will have the ball at the 21-yard line. That was Javier Moore with the return. So 2:51 left in the ball game. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. McKinley leads 23-7. It's looking. We've seen crazier things happen. Right now, it's looking like McKinley will travel to Menor, take on the number 2 seed next Friday night in Menor. So McKinley brings their offense out, and we've got a new quarterback in the ball game. That is Braylon Crook, the 5'9", 165-pound sophomore. He takes the snap, fakes. He's going to keep it himself and will be sacked in the backfield. That was number 56 for Medina, Cliff Nicholson, and a timeout called by Medina with 2:41 left in the game. This timeout is brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring friend into the family. Got some score updates coming in for you. Hudson 14, Lake 12. It was 3rd and 3, and Lake was able to get the ball back. It's Lake first down on their own 19-yard line, 2:28 left in the game, with Hudson leading 14-12. Got 2:45 left in this ball game. McKinley 23, Medina 7. And Crook in at quarterback. Braylon Crook takes the snap, and he hands it off over to the left-hand side. That goes to Derek Gordon. Gordon will pick up a couple and force Medina to use their last timeout with 2:39 left in the game. McKinley's able to pick up a first down. That will be the ball game. Maslin 62, Hoover 7. 2:53 left in that ball game. And I thought that game was going to be a lot closer than it was. Kudos to the Maslin Tigers. Heck of a ball game for them. That's a scary team getting hot, too. Maslin's played a really tough schedule all season long. So 2:39 left here, 3rd and 11 for McKinley. 3 receivers to the left. Single wide out to the right. Crook takes the snap. Hands it off right up the middle and getting across the 20, 15, 10. Still on his feet. Fighting for the end zone and for the score. Derek Gordon III. With a 27-yard touchdown run. McKinley 29, Medina 7. So Mankowski on to attempt the extra point. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it is good. 2:29 left in the ball game. McKinley 30, Medina 7. It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92radiosports.com.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is head coach Renzi Parnell from the McKinley Bulldogs. You're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
And welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. McKinley leads 30-7, 2:29 left in the ball game. Mankowski on to attempt to kick off for McKinley. Sid Lloyd and Dylan Pay back deep for Medina. McKinley will travel next week to Menor, the number 2 seed, who is taking care of the Jackson Polar Bears tonight. Mankowski with the kickoff will go into the end zone for a touchback. Battling Bees will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. See some of the other regions. Massillon. The winner of the Green Fitch game will face the winner of Walsh Jesuit and Ardonia. The winner of Lake and Hudson will take on either Archbishop Hoban or Boardman. So Medina football 1st and 10 from the 20. They send 3 receivers to the right, single wide out left. And a timeout, I believe, called by McKinley. They'll have 1 timeout remaining. This timeout is brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. Let's see if I can get some more score updates. Mogador 54, East Palestine 7. Got a bunch of finals coming in now. Glenville 42, Salem nothing. So 1st and 10 for Medina. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Morgan by himself in the shotgun. In motion now from left to right. And Sid Lloyd throws out to Lloyd in the flat, caught after a gain of 3, and he gets out of bounds. Clock stops at 2:42. Four receivers to the right. Now we've got a penalty flag on the play. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's hear what they call. So McKinley had 12 men on the field. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Be 2nd and 2 now for Medina. Four receivers to the right, single wide out left. They swing it out into the flat. That's caught and a loss of yardage. Clock continues to run after a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for Medina.
Trying to find some other scores here for you. Back to pass is Vorgan. He throws that over into the right side on a comeback route, and that will be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jaden Tagalakad, and it'll be 4th and 4 now with 1:50 remaining in the ball game. Medina sends 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Vorgan in the shotgun, takes the snap. He looks to the right, throws into the flat, caught. First down for Medina, and he gets out of bounds. See the number of that receiver. I think that was Sid Lloyd with the reception. Same formation, ball on the right hash, 1st and 10 for the Bees. Morgan in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's looking left. Now he looks right, throwing this one deep down the field, and it is broken up. Another great defensive play from Demir McClellan. And the incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Three receivers to the wide side left, 2 to the short right. Vorgan back to pass, looking to the right side. Little comeback route, caught. And getting out of bounds and stopping the clock after a gain of 8. It was number 19, River Bloomquist. So 1:38 remaining on the clock. McKinley 30, Medina 7. Back to pass is Vorgan. He throws, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off, and that should be the ball game. DJ Britt just cutting underneath that pass and picking it off. And it's McKinley football 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line with 1:31 remaining. And Medina is out of timeouts. Final Hudson 14, Lake 12. Great season for the Lake Blue Streaks, just comes up short. They had a 4th and 11. And the pass was incomplete. And McKinley comes out and will most likely take a knee with 1:31 remaining in the ball game. And they take the snap and they hand it off over to left-hand side across the 50, 40, 35, down to the 34-yard line. First down. And now maybe we'll see him take a knee as Braylon Crook goes under center. And it's going to let the play clock run down as far as he can. 5 seconds left. Takes the snap, takes the knee. Down to 36 seconds left in the ball game. McKinley will advance and move on to the regional semifinals. They will take on Menor, the number 2 seed. As Crook goes under center one last time, takes the knee. And that is going to be the ball game. Your final score, the McKinley Bulldogs 30, the Medina Battling Bees 7. We're going to step away and take a break post-game. When we come back,
It's high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
And welcome back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Your final score, McKinley 30, Medina 7. Let's get into some scores. Columbiana 15, Dalton 34. Final, Hudson 14, Lake 12. Let's see. Austintown Fitch 28, Green 17. The Bulldogs had a great season. Unfortunately, it looks like that one's going to come up a little bit short as well. West Branch 35, Norton 14. Smithfield 27, United 20. Lake Catholic out of Menor 17, Streetsboro nothing. East Canton 39, Fairport Hardy 18. Cardinal Mooney 34, South Range 6. Canfield 24, Kenston 12. Walsh Jesuit 35, Nordonia 15. Let's see here. Final Maslin 62, Hoover 7. Mogador 54, East Palestine 7. Menor 52, Jackson 6. Monroeville 34, Malvern 14. A tough end to a great season for the Malvern Hornets. Hoban 38, Boardman nothing. Glenville 49, Salem nothing. Wadsworth 34, St. Francis de Sales 6. Medina Buckeye 26, St. Mary's 0. Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy 42, Geneva 7. St. Ed's 45, Berea Midpark 14. Those are some scores for you. That's all right. Let's get into some final stat numbers for tonight's ball game. Let me pull up the stats real quick. All right. McKinley, 22 first downs on the night, 13 for Medina. 61 plays for McKinley, 54 for Medina. 349 total yards for McKinley, 192 for Medina. Let's get into rushing. 279 yards for McKinley rushing, 72 for Medina. Beckett Vorgan, 14 of 31, 2 interceptions, 120 yards, and 1 touchdown. Trent Hayden, 7 of 10, 1 interception, and 70 yards passing. Sid Lloyd, 4 carries, 16 yards. Beckett Vorgan, 13 for 35. Brian Wichter, 5 for 19. Kalen West, 19 carries, 128 yards. Shad Davis, 14 for 87 and 3 scores. Derek Gordon, 9 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Leading receiver for Medina, Brian Wichter, 6 receptions for 35 yards. Caleb Sherman, 2 for 44. For McKinley, Darius Hill, 3 catches for 56 yards. The leading tackler for Medina, Clifton Nichols, had 10 tackles on the night. For McKinley, Colin Hinkle had 7. He also had 2 sacks. Amir Mitchell had a sack. Isaac Brooks had 7 tackles. And there you go. I want to thank all of our sponsors, Sarshone, for helping us bring you high school football on the Q92 Sports Network, Friends and Family Credit Union, RG Drag, and Lisa's Dream Getaway. We appreciate everything you guys do to make it so that we can bring high school football to our listeners on the Q92 Sports Network. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, X, Threads, Instagrams. We'll post photo galleries and interviews after the game. Also, you will find out what teams we will be covering next week on the Q92 Sports Network. That's going to do it. Your final score, McKinley 30, Medina 7. This has been high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network. I'm Ryan Keller. Thank you for being here tonight. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, be kind, and hug your loved ones. McKinley 30, Medina 7. It's high school football, the Q92 Sports Network. Good night, everybody.